Hello, everyone. It's another amazing day here. It rained again, so no watering needed. Everything's growing amazing out there. I have sunflowers open. My calendula has come up and opened, and the orange of the color, the orange on this flower is incredibly beautiful of the calendula. Everything else is growing. I've got uh, perilla out there that I need to collect the leaves. Yes, they're so big. Ooh, wrap some rice up or whatever I've got over there, and with it, and eat it. Definitely love that edible. That is, I didn't have to plant that. I brought it with me with the dirt from the farm the first year that I ended up here more permanently, temporarily permanently. And it's been growing just wherever, since, ever since. So, yeah, I love that. It's just you go out there. There is another, my spinach is kind of done now, and I don't really have more room out there. Planted all kinds of other stuff for more for summertime now, and no room for the spinach. But we have a plant out there, and I can't remember its name. It's not. It's a. It's just a wild, kind of a plant bush that grows, and the leaves taste a lot like lettuce. The leaves taste a lot like spinach, and so I just use that now. Yes, start using that because that's nice and growing now. So that's a wild one, a wild edible as well in my garden. Then the purslane is doing amazing, and I really like purslane in smoothies. Yes, so it's great to have all that great stuff out there that I like to eat, and it's good medicine for you as well. Yes, okay. Um, oh, it's so cute. I only had my younger granddaughter come extra to be here yesterday, and she ended up over here. And I said, you want to play? You want to play a game? She says, what are we gonna play? I said, how about we play Scrabble? She's 7. She turned 7 a few months ago, and she's like, oh yeah, what is that? I know that at home they play a lot of word game stuff, and she's a very good reader already. So I said, well, let's just try. And of course, when you're playing a game, that's kind of designed for either older children or adults. Then with certain that you already have to have certain what's it called? Mm, can't remember. Oh, I have these. I notice I have a little bit these lapses in my memory. Not just remembering some words, this or that. It's not nothing big, but it all comes with age. I'm not worried. It's kind of funny. I stand there and going, I just came over here for something. What was it? And then I have to kind of concentrate and go, oh yeah. Even this morning, the same thing. I went over there and I'm going, why did I come over here? And I'm looking down. I'm going, oh yeah, I was going to make a cup of coffee. Anyway, skills there to have skills to play the game. So when children don't have that yet, then you're gonna have to adjust the game a little. So we didn't do the counting the how much the words were worth or anything. We just played it. And then I'd say, okay, you have a word, yeah, and she'd say, yeah. And so, all right, put it out on the board, and then we're gonna try and put it on, the rest of the words. It was real fun. She had a good time. She did really, really, really good. And so anyway, so that was fun playing Scrabble with her. Anywho, I love Scrabble and I love Rummy. That's probably the two games, and card games. If anybody plays a card game with me, I like card games. Uh, that's what I like to play. Yes. So, anywho, let's get going. Yes? Yeah. All right, we are in 6. We are in the book of Ezekiel 6. Against the mountains of Israel. Here we go again with the against. Listen to the other. It's against the mountains of Israel, the sins of Israel. The end is near. Oh, dear Lord. They're here. It is all just about. Got it. Okay. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows. Son of man. I find it interesting that in this vision that Ezekiel is having, on how God is addressing him, supposedly the Son of Man. Does that sound familiar? Yes. So again, what's this about the New Testament where Jesus is regarded as the Son of Man? So is every man regarded as the Son of Man? Kind of makes sense. The Son of Man, right, is what? Are all the men, all the male humans, the men, right, are considered a son of man. Yes. And then I guess women are the woman of man. Yes. Which is interesting, and if you think about it, on how this kind of gives us a certain status as keepers, users on earth, right? Yes, never an abuser. Don't be that. Just well, if I remember that, I'll mention it. It just was so sad. Well, anyway, that turned good. Son of man, turn towards the mountains of Israel and prophesy against them. Prophecies. Okay, I must have some kind of a misconception on what prophecies are. And maybe I need to go and read up on the established identity of a prophecy, right? Yes? Because prophecies seem to be a bad thing. It's not a good thing, right? Yes? In here. Say, mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh says this to mountains and hills and ravines and valleys. Okay. The Lord Yahweh says this to mountains and hills and ravines and valleys. So God's talking to what? Look, I'm going to summon the sword against you and destroy your high places. Your altars will be wrecked and your incense burners smashed. Again, what's new about that? All right, wait. This is not in succession. This is just a nilly-willy, that through this 48 sections of this, 48 little chapters I'm going to read in here. And they're all nilly-willy in here. We already know that because that's what it says in the beginning. So we don't really know when this took place. When was this, the smashing of altars? Was this just a one-time thing throughout the whole Bible where that happened? It just keeps coming up with different books, little different contexts, right? Yes? Or is this a multiple thing that's keep happening again and again and again? Well, we don't know because it doesn't tell me here exactly when all this is happening. We got some time frame before, but they had so much war going on all the time. They rebuilt the temple, it got trashed again, rebuilt it again, trashed again, I don't know. It's very difficult to know, okay, is this a new kind of thing? So this is the vision of Ezekiel. Then we had all this other stuff that was going on with all them other people when it came to all this, the smashing of the temple and I don't know what. And did they all kind of congregate? Did it all happen at one time and all these guys come together and say, hey, prophet, oh, hi, prophet, how you doing? Yeah, well, God told me this is what's going to happen, so I have to come and have a look. Or are these all different times? that this all happened. Right? Yes, this was Ezekiel's time, but not any of the other times. Hey, otherwise, what's new about that? I already know. Yeah. They've gone through this smashing the altars and I don't know what. No, now it's God. God is doing it. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to make sure that's going to happen. Again, come on now. Just saying, gosh, what am I reading here? Your altars will be wrecked and your incense burners smashed. I shall fling your butchered inhabitants down in front of your foul idols. I shall lay the corpses of the Israelites in front of their foul idols and scatter their bones all around your altars. Golly, now I'm getting the sense that they needed a God that was a dictator. You know, when I started reading the Quran, I listened. There was a tape I listened to that had the Quran, that was giving the Quran, the whole Quran. I started listening going, that sounds just like the Bible. There's not much difference than what the Bible says. That's when it came to the gist of the whole thing. Now I'm looking at this. You know, there was one thing that I've heard people say. Well, the Quran has all this evil stuff in it. It has all this violence in it. Well, what's this? It's in the Bible as well. And if people take this as you know, for oh yeah, this is how God is. Well, then guess what? I guess we got the Allah, the Muhammad, that the people have from Islam. Doesn't it sound like that? Listen to what God Ezekiel says, God said about his own people. That's horrible. Wherever you live, the towns will be destroyed and the high places wrecked, to the ruin and wrecking of your altars, the shattering and abolition of your foul idols, the smashing of your incense burners, and the utter destruction of all your works. As the butchered fall about you, you will know that I am Yahweh. But I shall spare some of you to escape the sword among the nations. So this sounds exactly the same as we read in Jeremiah and in Baruch. When you have been dispersed in their lands, and your survivors will remember me among them, among the nations where they are held captive, since I shall have broken their adulterous hearts for having deserted me, and destroyed their eyes for having turned adulterously towards their foul idols. They will loathe themselves for all the wrong they have caused by their loathsome practices. Then they will know that I am Yahweh, and that I was not talking lightly when I said that I would inflict these disasters on them. Okay. The sins of Israel. The Lord Yahweh says this: clap your hands, stamp your feet, and say, Alas, for all the loathsome sins of the house of Israel, which is about to fall by sword, famine, and plague. Far off they will die by plague. Near at hand they will fall by the sword, and any who survive or are spared will die of famine. This is how I shall sate my fury on them. Then you will know that I am Yahweh when their butchered corpses lie among their foul idols all around their altars. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. We already read this too. I thought, oh, wait a minute, I already read this. No, I haven't. I'm reading it again. Further down here. Butchered corpses lie among their foul idols all around their altars, on every high hill, on every mountain top, under every green tree, under every leafy oak, wherever they offer a smell pleasing to all their idols. I shall point my finger at them and reduce the country to an empty wasteland from the desert of Riblah, everywhere they live, and they will know that I am Yahweh. Okay, wow, what a stance God's trying to make here, right? Yes? Yeah, must have looked awful. Yes? Yeah, but they will know. Yeah, I am Yahweh. Okay. That's a really long, this is the end of 6. That's a really long vision that's going on here. But the end is near. That's the next one in 7. Then we have the sins of Israel again. A vision of the sins of Jerusalem. Okay. The punishment. There's nothing in here to more of okay. Yeah. Then, I'd like to remind everyone, why read this all? As a condition for the reputation of God. Taking this baby apart. Yes. For me, it seems, what does this give me? A very interesting sense on how thousands of years ago, on how the people already were so crafty and scheming. And on how to transfer responsibility that should be theirs, blame that should be theirs, and the restoring of it that should be theirs onto someone else's feet, right? Yes, and are just waiting. In the meantime, still doing whatever they want. It doesn't kind of make sense at all to even. Why did they even believe in God at that time? It doesn't seem to really resonate with the Israelites to have a God, their own God, the God. Yes? Yeah. This is what I think. Our Heavenly Parent had to start somewhere in the world, with a tribe, with a nation. And the Israelites were it. And maybe due to the fact that they had been slaves of Egypt for so long, the giving of freedom to them was a big thing for them to at least acknowledge this presence that was trying to help them. And then it went from there. But it gave Heavenly Parent, God, a foothold on earth among mankind, among humankind. And we all know on how it rippled out. So it started with a little ripple, and how it rippled out into the world on how big Christianity is now. Yes? Oh, are they all doing it in the right way? This, not. Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But that's a bit wishful thinking. But I do truly believe that there are a lot, millions and millions of people out there who truly have a heart for their ultimate parent. A heart to mind for their ultimate parent. Yes? And when it comes down to it, it's all about the individual then. Yes. And so that's how God started out. And I find it pretty amazing on how that worked out. Regardless on how the Israelites here behaved and kind of, dear Lord, seriously, people. And then on how the New Testament came to be, how the second coming came to be. Is it all perfect? It's never been perfect. But, yes, water. If it doesn't get derailed, even if it gets derailed, water always finds its way to where? It doesn't matter. It starts on a mountaintop, and water always finds its way. Every little creek, then a river, right, finds its way to where? A bigger body of water. Yes. It's always moving. Yeah, it's rarely that, unless it gets backed up, right? But that's human intervention again. So, anyway. So that's all I have to say this morning. Yes, well, it's so discouraging. I guess it's just another discouraging book. You know, a lot of the same stuff we already read. Why put this in here? We already know this. Why couldn't they put this in a bit of a sequence in it? To confuse us? To confuse everyone? For what reason would that be? Huh? Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have to share this morning on the book of Ezekiel in 6 against the mountains of Israel and the sins of Israel. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Yes. I was going to tell you guys something else and I forgot about it now. Well, so be it. Eldritch, my dearest brother in faith, I love you. Let's keep praying and I will talk to you all another time.